Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Monday. This is Darlene. I'm sitting here making a junk bracelet. And when I said junk bracelet, it is going to be a bracelet where I'm going to mix the beads. So we're going to be mixing a lot of the 20 millimeter beads. And these are basically some leftover beads from other packs of beads that have sold. And I went ahead and put together some charms. And I made some charms using some buttons that I have left over. So I went ahead and made some pretty big charms because I wanted to have the bracelet to have a different type of look, like big, kind of junky, kind of bulky. And then I have some other charms here that I put together already. Not this one. I'm going to put this one on there. So then, you know, charms like this. I think I'm going to make a charm out of this one real quick too. I'm going to make it, it's going to be a big, nice, chunky charm bracelet with just charms dangling from everywhere. So just gonna make a charm real quick out of this bead. Go ahead and straighten that up and do that. And I think I can use the other part of the wire for another, to make another charm. I think I just need some more glasses because I'll be looking at this and sometimes I just can't even see what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, where's the wire? And then we're going to go ahead and close this in. And we're going to use, let's use this one. This bead, fold that down like that. Go ahead and wrap, and then finish it off by rolling the wire around. And then we'll just close that extra wire around. And then we're going to use all these charms on here because we're making like a big chunky, and I call it a junk bracelet. And I call it a junk bracelet because of all the charms and stuff that I use on it. So also, this is a wood bead that I got from, I want to say Hobby Lobby, and it came with, I think, 6 of these on it. And all I did was went ahead and glued a bunch of beads on the top, and that's why I call it a junk bracelet as well, because it's just a little bit of everything on the top. So we're going to use this as our focal. And I'm going to just go ahead, and I went ahead and used E6000 to glue everything on. You want to let that E6000 sit overnight, or even 2 days if you can. So we're going to go ahead and this is going to be our focal. And we are going to grab a couple of small beads. Just to have as our side. Do I see a hole? Okay, there we go. I'm like, well, wait a minute. And then we will put, oh, you know what I think I want to do? Oh yeah, that don't look bad. But I was thinking I wanted to put some of these beads right here, but these spacers, but let me see. Oh yeah, that don't look bad. Look. And then what we're going to do, I got a small bead right here. I might have another bead that's about the same size as this one. And if not, I'll just take this one off. Let me see. This is a black bead. And that's what that looks like so far. And then we're just going to use a bunch of extra beads that we have. We're just going to go ahead and start beading. And these are 20mm beads, hand painted wood beads. And we just want to make us a nice big chunky charm bracelet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's put this one for 5, because we want all different beads on here. We don't want them to look the same. And then that's what that looks like. Oh my God, that is like so cool. And then what we're going to do is go on here and just put a bunch of charms. So we're going to go ahead and tie this down. I'm using 1.5mm cord. I like to wrap it a couple of times. You know, I like to build up my knot. And the reason I like to build up the knot is so that I can have a big, nice knot that will fit into that big hole snugly. And for me, that just adds an extra layer of security. The bigger the knot is, it has to go into that hole. And if it's fitting in the hole, like, you know, just nice and snug, that lessens the chance of the, you know, the knot coming loose even more. And I do tie it nice and tight. I pull this cord nice and tight. So this should be big enough to where I can slide it inside of that hole right there. And then this is what the bracelet looks like so far. This is just turning. Because I looked up and everything was showing. Okay, and this is what the bracelet looks like so far. This is gorgeous. Right? And then though, what we're going to do is we're going to put some charms on here, because we want to make it a nice big chunky charm necklace. And then we're going to move. Oh, this is what I meant to do. I meant to put this one on here. Dang it, how I forgot to do that. Because this is one of the spacer, charm spacers. And I meant to put this on here, because that would have gave it, I'm almost tempted to take it loose, because this would have gave it more of the charm. But I'm going to just go ahead and go with this. And we are going to be using some of the button charms and then all these other charms we got up here. And then that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a nice big, beautiful, chunky bracelet. And some of these are beads that I just turned into charms. And turning beads into charms are like really easy, so. And then we're going to take another, this is an actual button that we turned into a charm. And we will go ahead and place this one on this side. And this is why I call them junk bracelets, because I put so many charms on them. And if you make any, make sure you're using the 16 gauge wire, because that 16 gauge wire or thicker is nice and thick and sturdy for jump rings. Okay, so that's what that looks like so far. Just a nice big the chunkiness of it all. And then we got some other beads up here. Now this was a bead. I just turned it into a charm. And you can bead the, you know, put the charm on as you're beading the beads if you wanted to do it quicker. But I don't do that because I just like the whole process of making the jewelry. I like to put the charms on. I just like doing the whole process, like everything that goes in with it. And you can do that as you're beading the beads. You can put the charm on with the jump ring. And for me, it's not about fast. It's about just the relaxation that making jewelry brings, or what that it allows. And I definitely take advantage of it. So let's do this one. This is a nice big one too. I think we want to put this one on here as well. Just some nice big chunky charms. And this will make a nice big chunky. So when you look at it, it's a nice big chunky. Just a nice big chunky charm bracelet. Do I have something I could slide on? Oh, let's do this. We'll put another bracelet on. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I'm gonna take this one off. Take this one off. I'm gonna put one of these on. We'll put this one on. And then we will slide this one on. And then that's like a nice wrist. And it just looks like a big chunky, full of everything wrist, like charms. This bracelet I probably wouldn't match with it. I probably would put a bracelet with a lot more color. The gold one doesn't look bad, so maybe like something with I don't have another bracelet over here, but something with a lot more color, not this one. But for now, we just gonna have it on. But you can see how beautiful that would look. Just nice and full with a bunch of charms. And just giving nothing but wrist. And even the other bracelets that you put on with the bracelet, I call it the junk bracelet. Those bracelets can have a bunch of charms too. So that will really give you, I mean, just like really life. Right? But I really like this. This is gorgeous. So this is hand painted beads. And these are some of the extra 20 millimeter beads that I had just left over there in that bucket. I still need to bag those beads up. And then this was just one of the wood beads. And all I did was went ahead and put some beads and things on, glued them on with that E6000. And what I did before I glued it, I used some sandpaper just to roughen the bottom of it a little bit. And then I put the E6000 on it, and then I put the all the little pieces on there like that. So this is what we came out with. Just something really beautiful with all these different charms on it. And I think I put this one on backwards. Let me fix this because I'm going to take pictures of these. And this is just a itty bitty charm, just to add a little extra. Okay, and that's that. So we got that turned around right. And then this is the bracelet. Just a big old nice chunky I'll call it a junk bracelet. And Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.